His fourth straight stoppage win, coming off that emphatic 12th round KO over Jermaine Ortiz, who'd never been stopped before. This is his second fight since moving up to 140 pounds. Chris Mannix's scorecard through 4.
Yeah, I've got it 4 rounds to none in favor of Keyshawn Davis. Not a ton of action over those last 2 rounds, but Keyshawn's body work, his accuracy made the difference. Albright's got to kind of go maybe to a plan B of some kind here, because he's just not landing enough effective punches to win any of these rounds. 40-36 on my card in favor of Keyshawn Davis.
And plan B is just going to be more danger, because even if you get aggressive, Davis is so sharp with the counters and so strong with how compact he is by not pulling back, that Albright is going to run into shots and get beat to the punch every time.
Nice check left there from Albright after eating a couple of shots, and that knee almost touched after a right hand from Albright.
And that's the right hand that I'm talking about. That's what Albright beats the table. Lane timing in the right hand, but Keyshawn got caught way too early, way too clean with that shot.
Best punch of the fight from either man. And
Albright caught Keyshawn in the last fight. It took 8 rounds to catch him with a counter coming in. That was more of an aggressive right hand that clipped Keyshawn there.
Yeah, both fighters got rocked with right hands in that 8th round in the last fight.
Albright's corner pleading with him to come forward and check to see if Davis is buzzed. Man, what a shot from Albright. But to his credit, Keyshawn bounced up quick.
Albright's very awkward, changes levels. Grabs and holds in situations like this. He's tough to kind of catch a rhythm against. That's why he's been so durable and effective for most of his career.
And that's what I mean by, throwback fighter. He's one of these old school fighters. He doesn't throw a lot of punches. He has this upper body rhythm that he could punch from any angle, really. And you don't know when the hard shot's going to come. He stays real loose, Albright.
So that right hand, a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day for Albright, but he's got to build on it if he wants to win this round.
He's got to keep moving forward. He's got to be on the front foot, on the offensive, pushing Keyshawn Davis back. In the past, he has been a counter puncher, but his last couple of fights against Kelvin Martin, against Frank Martin, he's been more of an aggressor.
Want to see that replay to see if Keyshawn's knee touched the ground after eating that right hand from Albright.
He ain't got shit for you. You're too fast. Too fast. Let's keep mixing up those head shots and the body shots. Good? Take a deep breath. We told that man with different things. Hey, work your jab. Now start slipping with it and coming with shots. Slipping with it, come back with that hook. Or slip with it and come to that body. All right? We got to start working up and down. Not just head shots or body shots. Stop mixing that shit up. Okay?
You already got him scared to come in, bro. You already got him scared to come in.
What am I doing?
Nothing, man. He got to make bubbles.
He can't do nothing.
Come on. All right, second. What's the about?
All right, round 6 scheduled for 12. Best punch of the fight landed there for Albright in the 5th, but I still don't think he won the round.
If there's a round you can get Albright, he did well in the majority of the first half of that round. Clean right hand. But back comes Keyshawn with sharper right hands.
Yeah, it might have woken Keyshawn up a little bit. Now he's turning this into more of a fist fight. That's what the crowd wants to see.
Yeah, this is what Keyshawn said he wanted to do in this fight. He wasn't coming out here looking to just wipe Albright out in the first couple of rounds. He wanted to break him down. He wanted to put him in a position to land something big in the second half of the fight. We're approaching that second half of the fight.
And that's where he can get the stoppage. If he is going to get the stoppage and go for it, it's the second half. Once he softens Albright up to the body. Get him to bite on the foot, face, touch him downstairs, then he can land something big like he did the last round with the right hand. But everything has to be behind the jab. For Albright, I think he can lead with right hands, just like he did there.
You heard Keyshawn's corner telling him, you're just too fast for him. You're just too fast. There's Shakur Stevenson, of course, a big fan and close friend of Davis, sitting in row 1. What do you think's next for Shakur, Chris?
I have no idea.
That's our boxing insider, Chris
Well, I can
Mannix.
tell you, I mean, he's probably reported he's headed to Zupa Boxing. So whatever they decide to do with him.
Fair enough. Keyshawn coming forward now, brimming with confidence.
Oh, good shot.
Yeah, you can see the grimace on the face of Nair Albright.
And it's just a creative combination. He delayed that jab, stuck it out a little bit long, and then came up with that right uppercut. Wu didn't see that coming.
Albright tried to land a punch, then hold Keyshawn, but Keyshawn didn't let him do it. Another good round for Davis.
There's no confidence in the offense of Albright right now. It's like he throws his punches and he retracts them before they even land, waiting for a counter comeback from Keyshawn. And that's what speed does to you, intimidates.
Bro, look, you're letting it slip away from you. You're letting it slip away. You're not working. I need you to work, baby. Come on. Be first. Stop backing up. And stop breaking this fucking right foot around. Come on. Where the towel at? You gotta be first. I need you to be first, please. He's giving you, you gotta double up on the jab, triple up. You're only throwing one jab out there and you're waiting for him to counter. And he's hitting you with 3. You throw 1, he's throwing 3. Them F not them odds don't add up, brother. Come on. Yo, give me a towel. Let's go.
There's Keyshawn coming in the front door. Nothing unique, just a left hook, right hand, and Albright's jumping back too far. He's not looking for counters anymore. It's like he's intimidated by the explosive hands of Davis.
Well, Davis is fighting now like he is going for the knockout.
Davis got 3 knockouts in a row, and part of his motivation for this fight was not just to beat Nair Albright again, but to be the first guy to knock him out.
Doesn't just want to win, wants to teach him a lesson. Says I'm levels better as we look at Chris Mannix's scorecard.
Yeah, I've got it 59-55. I gave Nair Albright that 5th round, landed that big right hand, and a couple of good body shots along the way. Slight edge to Albright there, but every other round pretty well controlled by Keyshawn Davis. The speed, the accuracy, everything. Every box being checked right now for Keyshawn Davis in this fight.
Uppercut from Albright. Keyshawn Davis just fights with a joy, doesn't he? He's always smiling. He's
It's
having
a permanent smile on his face.
Yeah.
It's like
See,
this is where he gets in trouble.
You got to take a point.
No, see, this is what's wrong with Keyshawn right now. In control, and then does something foolish like this. Why?
2 points.
Yeah, I mean, Keyshawn tried to say that Albright was on his neck, and maybe he was, but that was an egregious takedown and justified to take 2 points away by the referee.
That was almost a suplex.
You know, if you're Nair Albright, you've been out of this fight for the first 6 rounds. Now you have an opportunity, 2-point deduction. That's huge. That can get you potentially right back into it.
Big jab there by Albright.
Yeah, he's going to now make Keyshawn maybe walk on to something.
Momentum just shifted for Nair Albright, whether he wanted to or not.
Chris, what do you think about him taking not 1 but 2 points there?
It's a judgment call by the referee. But that wasn't a simple shove or takedown. That could have been injurious to Nair Albright in that situation.
It's injurious or rude?
It is.
I never heard it. Well, thankfully, Albright is not injurious, and he can continue.
Now that could definitely have been dangerous right there because he intentionally tried to slam him on the canvas. That's why I think it was 2 points.
Davis still just too slick, too quick.
Settle down, baby. We got to fight 1. Settle down. Just give us some speed. Let's work those combinations with speed, man. All right. We ain't got to do too much. This motherfucker always making mistakes for you. All right.
See right here, it should have stopped right there. There's no need to slam him down like that.
Quick speed. That's all you got to do this round right here.
You went under the shoulder. You picked him up.
That's one speed, bro.
Yeah, he's lucky Albright didn't get hurt right there.
Have fun. Hey, this referee will disqualify you. So don't do nothing stupid. I'm telling you. I know this referee. Don't do nothing stupid. Hey, go back to your bread and butter. Go back to your jab. Settle down.
I said earlier about how Albright is kind of the fly in the family ointment. The Davis family just does not like this guy, and I think some of that frustration was shown there in the last round with Davis slamming him to the canvas.
Smart advice from the corner there, because one more act like that won't be a deduction. It will be a disqualification. Keyshawn Davis cannot afford that in a situation like this.
It's as if Keyshawn gets frustrated that he can't do what he wants to do. Even though he's in control and winning these rounds, he can't dominate and try to stop a cagey fighter like Albright, because Albright is a throwback fighter. He's that good to hang and compete with someone as special and talented as Keyshawn. Maybe not beat him, but you can give him a hard time.
Good right hand again from Albright, which buckled the knees of Davis.
Yeah, the counter right hand from Keyshawn there got Albright off his back.
Yeah, I think the rolling counter by Keyshawn was more effective.
And now the crowd's like, hey, take 1 from Albright too. It's getting feisty in Norfolk. We're in the 8th round. Keyshawn has won maybe 7, at least 6 of the rounds, but did have 2 points taken away from that body slam.
I think Keyshawn Davis, you keep sticking with that body work. That's what's been successful for you, over the last few fights, at least. The Moranchik fight, the Jermaine Ortiz fight, a lot of room to work with on Albright. Don't go for the home run headshot. Keep digging down to the body. And when you get on the inside like this, get those hands free. Keep digging to that midsection.
Corner of Davis, keep stressing, beat it with your speed.
Speed and short shots. That ear, Albright, everything's wrong. The thing about Keyshawn, he catches encounters really short, right in front of you.
careful there with Keyshawn. A little bit of a shove. He pulled his arm back at the last minute, but you can't afford to push him down.
Good body shot with the left hand from Davis. Haven't seen a ton of body work.
And that's surprising because that is the most effective part of his game.
You're right. He abandoned the body shot. I think that was a good body shot. That's the reason he landed the left hook. But you got to start touching it with both sides, both hands, on both sides of your body.
Hey, Pusha T is here. Wonder if Drake's in the house. We could throw them in the ring together. They had a beef back in the day. You a Pusha T fan, Sergio?
Yeah, I like Clip. Got a lot of great hits.
Sing us a verse, why don't you?
I can't do it on the top of the head.
And you're bringing your right foot around. Come on, baby. You gotta knock his ass out at this point. Yeah, but that ain't enough. Oh, hey. What's happening? How you feeling, baby? I feel like you're holding a little bit more, like you're struggling.
So here's Albright's attempt at a takedown. Certainly not the same venom that we saw from Davis, but he could have taken a point.
Yeah, Keyshawn sitting on the mat looking for that as well, but definitely not as egregious as the one from Davis in the second round.
And you heard the corner of Albright saying, hey man, at this point you need a knockout. And they're right. Now let's look at Chris Mannix's scorecard with the point deduction.
Yes, for all our mathematicians out there, we're scoring at 9-8 for the purposes of this graphic, but that reflects a 10-9 round for Keyshawn Davis with the 2-point deduction. So I've got him 77-73 up onto here, Albright. He has been dominating 90+% of this fight. It's been ugly during stretches, and right there as we look, it looks like Keyshawn took a bit of a headshot from there.
Yeah, there's a cut.
Yeah, but he's been dominating so far, so 77-73 on my card.
Yeah, headbutt there, clash of heads. Sergio, people at home who've never been in the ring before, they're like, why does a headbutt seem to hurt so much worse than a punch to the face?
Well, it's not that it hurts, it's you're hitting the bone on your eyebrow, so it doesn't take much of a headbutt to really open up skin tissue.
There's our CompuBox through 8 rounds. They've thrown a similar amount of punches, but you can see, look at Davis, 62 power shots landed compared to just 19.
Keyshawn's being very disciplined with his game plan because for as much animosity that was brought up in this fight, this rematch, he needed to prove so much drama. Right now he's sticking to the game plan, which is smart to do if you're Keyshawn Davis. He's in control, winning the rounds. But I still would think that he would want to hurt and impose his will and try to stop Albright. Put that feather in his cap to be the first one to knock out near Albright.
I think he's trying to, Sergio, but Albright's just a tricky guy. He's awkward, comes at you from weird angles, he changes levels on you.
Not to mention Davis's corner continues to say, no, man, come on. Just do what you're doing, use your speed to beat him.
Right.
He's also really tough. Like he's faced some good fighters and taken some good shots and hung in there. He's a tough guy.
I'm a fan of Albright. I'm telling you, I'm studying him. I like him. He's a spoiler type. But Keyshawn is on another level of talent. And if he wants to really make a statement, he maybe take some chances even though he's controlling. But he must respect what's coming back from Albright, and that's why he's not doing it.
Well, we got another fight coming your way with some bad blood on May the 30th. O'Shaquie Foster defends his WBC Super Featherweight World title against former featherweight champ Ray Ford. fierce rivals finally settling in the Fertitta Center in Houston, live and exclusively on DAZN. Sergio, that's going to be a fun one.
And that it just doesn't get better. I mean, two of the best. You know, you got a boxer puncher in Ford, and we got a puncher boxer in Shockey Foster. I mean, that's what the best fighting the best looks like.
Here's the clash of heads, which made Keyshawn wince.
Yeah, it's accidental. You know, both of them coming forward. You can see Albright kind of. Anytime Keyshawn gets aggressive, he comes, you know, head first, and Albright gets low and comes up. What will prevent more head clashes like that are jabs, controlling the range with the jab. If you're Keyshawn, Keyshawn has an incredible jab. So does Albright.
We are live at the Scope Arena, Norfolk, Virginia. Todd Grisham, Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora ringside. This is the hometown of Keyshawn Davis, who said, I'm going to do something no man has ever done. And that's knock Nair Albright out. He's won most of the rounds, but has not yet been able to drop his opponent.
He's kind of letting Albright do some of the things that Albright did in that first fight. Grab and hold, keep him on the inside, keep him from getting or landing some of those effective shots. And I think Albright's doing a lot of the holding.
Yeah, no, he is.
Keyshawn's getting some grief for it, but I think Albright's doing the majority of the holding.
I was about to say that it's a veteran tactic. As soon as he doesn't want to get in the inside and fight with the man with the faster hands. On the outside, his timing's good enough. His length is good enough. On the inside, it's all Keyshawn. So it's a smart tactic from Albright. See that? As soon as they get inside, just clinch.
The referee trying to slap the glove away, prevent them from holding.
Maybe the referee's getting a little frustrated. Right here, Albright should be jabbing. Half jabbing, full jabbing, foot feinting, trying to get Keyshawn to bite on something.
He's never been, Sergio, a guy that maximizes that reach. 71-inch reach in front of your Albright, but you'd figure a guy like that fighting at 35 and 40 would be a more prolific jabber. That's not really his game.
Yeah, that's a middleweight's reach. I mean, you should take advantage of that. But whenever you have someone like Davis who's so reactive, he's a reactive puncher, you know, makes you think twice, even if you do have the advantages.
Nair Albright has never been the full 12 rounds before in a fight. He's got a chance here this afternoon, or tonight rather. Keyshawn Davis, fleet of foot. Keyshawn Davis telling us he wants a world title shot after this. Gary Antoine Russell, the WBA champ. Dalton Smith, WBC champ. Right now, the IBF is vacant with Richardson Hitchens moving up to 147. Shakur Stevenson, the WBO title holder, but they're best buds. They're probably never going to fight.
A lot of posturing by Albright.
You're watching Top Rank's debut here on DAZN Live from Norfolk, Virginia, home of the largest naval base in the world. We are in the Scope Arena, built in the early 70s, still growing strong 50 years later, as we approach the championship rounds.
Combinations together, okay? Aggressive, dude. It's not throwing punches. See, he's finished. Look, work that. When you work your jab, I want you sometimes throw that jab into a hook. Turn it into a hook sometimes. Set it up with the feints down here and up top. Keep fucking with it. All right? And set up that hook. Okay? It's going to be there. Trust me. Here. Make the hook behind his glove, too.
Well, it's pretty clear to anybody watching this fight, I would think, that Pretty Boy Woo, Nair Albright, needs a stoppage. And he's not good at getting those. Only 7 KOs in his 17 wins. Chris Mannix's scorecard through 10.
You know, pretty thorough performance by Keyshawn Davis on my scorecard, 97-91. Of course, you account for the 2-point deduction in that 7th round, but really outside of the 5th, it just felt like Albright has been outclassed in this fight from start to finish. He's doing a lot of the holding. I think the referee should probably get in there faster on some of these holds, trying to knock his hand away to try to get them to fight out of it. But you got to break them up, try to get some action going here, because it's kind of gotten bogged down with all this holding. Either way, Keyshawn Davis up pretty wide on my scorecard.
Yeah, Keyshawn's firing on all cylinders. I don't know whether to be disappointed in Albright or just impressed with the way Keyshawn's been able to shut him out like that.
Boy, this crowd is ready to explode if somehow Davis can put Albright on his backside.
So there it is. I mean, I can see why Keyshawn's frustrated in this moment. He landed a couple of good shots, and Albright came in and just grabbed him.
Yeah, he wants to suffocate him with the long arm. He's trying to clinch.
And he got him there. That man hurt Albright as he back to the ropes, and now is grabbing on again.
That was 3 good punches from Keyshawn Davis. Landed a right that backed Albright up and followed up with a combination.
Well, Albright's corner's been telling him he's got to roll the dice, stand in there and fight fire with fire, but he's getting burned right now.
And Davis he's not letting up. He wants the stoppage. He wants to send a statement.
And the legs look a little wobbly on Albright.
Yeah, they do.
Keyshawn stopped his last opponent in round 12. Can he get Albright out of here in round 11?
That's where I dig to the body if I'm Davis.
That's exactly how I got the knockout in the last fight. Knockout to the body. You can see the fight is beaten out of Nair Albright already.
And remember, we're in uncharted territory for Nair Albright in the 11th round. This is the number of rounds Davis insisted on coming into this fight. He wanted to be a full 12-round fight. It was 10 last time out.
Nice 1-2. Fundamental stuff from Keyshawn.
Still a lot of pop and power in those punches by Keyshawn Davis right now, even in the championship rounds.
Yeah, he does still look very fresh.
Yeah, he does. Not breathing heavy, confident, strong.
Some uppercuts there from Albright. Stopped the bleeding, so to speak, for a little bit. But a very dominant round 11 for Keyshawn.
Man, that nigga ready to go, bro. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, and we're going to finish this round strong.
This is what's strong.
Come on.
Let me tell you what's strong. Right here, you had him stop. If you would have had a 10-punch combination, the referee would have stepped in and stopped it. Okay, we got to be smart. We can't look for one
Set
shot.
our punches up.
We can't look for one shot. You run a multi-shot, the referee got to do something. All right, once you heard him, just run.
Head and body and head. Get your punches together. All right? Come on, it's the last round.
It should have been over that round.
Hey, we in this round. We in this round. We here to finish this motherfucker. All right? Go out there and beat the motherfucker. Amazing Keyshawn. We know you can be, all right?
Albright looks like he does not want to be in there anymore. Davis in his corner are wanting him to go for the stoppage.
Now, Davis's corner is speaking my language. Don't look for that one shot. Give the referee an opportunity to stop the fight. Start to shoe shine a little bit. Let your hands go. Not everything has to be a home run.
Yeah, and Albright will give you that opportunity because he puts those gloves up there. It's just a target, so you got to flurry at him just like that.
They said they wanted a 10-punch combination from Davis. Albright's corner telling him leave it all in the ring here in the 12th. Don't let anything slip past you. Gotta go for it all. Two minutes left. The only question now is, will Davis stop him?
Chopping right hand. Been rocking Albright the entire time because he's looking to clinch, and Davis is looking to punch. Always catches him at the top of the head.
A dominating performance tonight from Keyshawn. There's a right hand. He said he was levels better, and he looks levels better.
You can see that right eye. There, Albright starting to close.
Keyshawn says it's go time. It's time to put him out to pasture. Running out of time, though, a minute left.
Good body shot by Keyshawn.
It was a body shot that put Jermaine Ortiz down in the 12th round.
Yes, there was, and right here, I think Albright's hurt to the body right now. He hasn't punched since that shot downstairs.
The body language is not good from Albright. He's just trying to get out of the way of the pain.
And not relenting is Keyshawn. He knows it. He's smelling something.
From Albright, one last punch from him. 10 seconds left. Oh, that got him good. And that will do it. A 12-round domination from Keyshawn Davis here in his hometown.
Keyshawn didn't get the knockout, but he wanted the redemption. Norfolk redemption, and he got it.
And here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Paul Wallace scores the action 117 to 109. Judges Mark Deltilio and Tracy Stamey both scored about 118 to 108. All three in favor.